Hello, I'm Mr. Green Jeans 420, or Gilligotti if you ran across me on Reddit. And this is the Grater V2 grinder by Canistor. It's a dual plate modular system with some really interesting design elements and a great deal of flexibility. Clearly, a lot of thought went into the design of this product. Now, this is how it came out of the package. It comes with a little storage container, and you get a sticker. So I started out with it completely disassembled to show you just how flexible it really is and how modular. To begin with, the top and bottom pieces can be used as a storage puck to take to the sesh once you've ground up your weed. It's compact and it's completely solid. The anodized aluminum has a really satisfying, solid feel to it. If the situation calls for a small and discreet grinder, you're covered basically. You can put one of the grinder plates on and put on this collar here, as long as you have it in the correct way. And that's the thing, you can't assemble this incorrectly. It won't let you. Here's the grinder element, and if you see, it also has a little stash space on the top. So if you're like me and you like to grind weed and have various grinds available, this is a good option because you can have two different grinds in the same grinder. So that's where you would put your weed, and there are the teeth. Grindy. We're all good to go. So let's say that you actually want it to be a grinder. You want you want to be able to see your weed. Well, this is what you're going to be doing in that situation. You put this. Well, the first thing you want to do is decide whether you care about keef or not. Personally, I do collect keef because I like to make little sculptures out of it, and that's just me. A lot of people don't even bother with this. It does have a screen, so you can screw that in, and then you put that on the top, just like a regular grinder, and then you can add this, and voila! This is the configuration that I normally use. I keep it like this because, I don't know, it just feels more correct in my hand. You can carry around the extra grinding plate with you if you want to. All of it goes together, and it doesn't even really interfere with your little stash spot on the top. It just goes over the weed, and then you just have to unscrew the extra grinder plate. It makes the grinder a little bit taller. I don't know. A couple of my friends find this configuration to be more imposing, I guess, intimidating. I don't know why. However, the actual grind that you get out of this is really, really pretty good. Here, let me show you. Grab some weed. The fine plate I usually use for weed that I know I'm going to be vaping, and I usually keep that in the box. So here you go. I've seen a video where someone showed that you can just toss your buds in there without even taking the stems out, and you know what? You can also do that with a regular grinder. I don't know why you want to do that. So one thing about this is that it tends to squeak sometimes, especially if you do put a lot of bud in it. And I don't know if that bothers you or not. It's something that does come up. So, there's the grind. It's actually nice. Well, it's perfect, I mean, it's a grinder. So, I think that this is a great piece. If you're looking to get into, if you're looking to have a grinder that you're likely going to have for the rest of your life, or that you could have for the rest of your life, this is not a bad option. It's $60. It comes with 2 plates. A lot of multiple plate options are far more expensive than that. You can spend up to $300 on a grinder, so this isn't a bad option. 2 things about it that I'm a little bit that I don't care for that much, and one is the rounded bottom on this thing. It's okay when you have it on a desk or on a completely flat and solid surface. If you put it on anything that isn't solid, it's going to tend to turn over. And I've already had this happen like 2 or 3 times where I had weed ground in here and it fell off of the couch. So I wish that the bottom was just flat. I like the rounded corners on top, but the bottom being the way that it is. Also, it tends to get a little dirty a little bit faster than I kind of like. Maybe it's just the weed that I'm grinding in it, but I'm not sure. And I don't know, it takes a little bit longer than I'd like sometimes to get the weed completely ground out and cleared. But you know what? None of that matters in the face of how good a value this is. And there, like I said, there are far more elaborate and expensive grinders out there. And I'm looking at you, old mate. I do lust after that fidget spinner one, but I just can't justify the price at this point, the cost. This is a really good option, and I highly recommend it. You can order this from ryot.com, ryot.com. And yeah, that's the Greater V8. I hope that you've enjoyed this and found it to be informative. If you do, please, I don't know, do all whatever the stuff, follow, like, or don't. It doesn't matter. And yeah, Greater V2.